everybody? All right, we're going to talk about melody building with songwriting specifically, but for you guitar players that can literally shred me under the table, I do, and you guys know who you are because I tell you that all the time because you guys are great. To listen to this and to get into some of the stuff that we are also working on, which is melody building, why melodies sound a certain way and why they don't. So we're gonna start with some pretty basic stuff. I had a lesson today with a great musician. She's just starting to get into songwriting. So some of this stuff, she and you guys and myself included, we're applying it, and it's good to know why we're applying it. We're just kind of like using our ear, and it's working. And it's nice to know why, because then we can start matching it up, whether it's with the lyrical theme, which is what we were talking about today, or for you guitar players, whether it's just the mood of the solo and the melody that you guys are delivering. So the very first thing, we were just in E major, and I don't even remember the melody, but we were doing something, we were splitting it up, where we have our household, and then we have the foundation under it. So the household is going to be our melody, and the foundation under it is going to be the chord changes. All right, so we're going to take one example, and we're going to kind of go through a few of those forms, and I'm going to do a longer video and a part 2 and a part 3 of it. So let's just get right into it. The first, we had E major. We're just in E major, and I think our melody was something like oh 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 oh. Right, everything's stable. So that melody, that household, is incredibly stable. It ends on our tonic, and everything kind of works out. So the story kind of works out. And the foundation that it's sitting on as well is incredibly stable. So it ends on our tonic, on our 1. We're in E major. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to take that melody, and we're going to mess a little bit with the foundation that it's sitting on. So the household now, the household is stable and happy, but there's something wrong with the foundation, and you can use this in your lyrical theme. So the first thing that we did was oh 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 oh. Right. So now the melody is finalized and happy and done, but the foundation isn't quite there yet. The chord changes are not over. Oh 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 is not a finalized phrase. Now, I personally would love to end a song that way because it does leave a little bit of openness there. And then for so all I'm doing for you guys, I'm going to the 4 chord. On that, I'm going to the A, and the 4 chord, the 5th of that 4 chord, which is a very strong chord tone, is our E, our tonic, and that's why that fits over really well. Oh 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 oh. Right, and it kind of drifts off into something a little bit more stable if you do want to wrap it up. Now, this and the next example with the same melody, I love using when a student of mine has a tough time getting, if they're writing this kind of very stable, very happy, everything works out, melody and chord structure, and they're having a tough time getting into another part or a bridge, I love using these to get in there. So if your choruses or your melodies are oh 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 oh, you know, if you switch that to like, you know, that's the main theme, and then that next part oh 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 oh, you know, then that kind of opens things up because it's not finalized to get into the next part. The one that I really love is going to be this one, which is oh 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 oh, and that's going to our 6th chord. So in E, our 6th chord is C minor. Now, the reason this really works, and it creates a little less stability, even less stability than we had before. There's still a shred of stability in there because it's diatonic, it's still in the key, is because our note that we're ending on, oh, 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 is now the 3rd or the minor 3rd of this chord. E is our minor 3rd of our C sharp minor. So the 3rd is not that strong of a chord tone, especially the minor 3rd. So what we have is the house is incredibly stable. Now the ground under it is starting to crumble away. And I like using this, like I said, to get into a bridge, but also if I feel like the person's lyrical theme isn't finalized, right? So if somebody's delivering some sort of a lyrical theme, whether it's a relationship or whatever it is, and that's the melody. Oh, 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 oh. But the lyrics don't say everything's gonna be okay. There's a little bit of an unstable element in there. I would switch to that chord, and then it's a great way to get into another part, a great way to get into a bridge. So that creates less stability. Now the last one I'm going to show you, because this gets a little bit, this is non-diatonic, and this will be the least stable of all using our stable melody. We're really stripping down our foundation, is we're actually going to switch to a flat 6 major chord. So we have this, and this works for our flat 6 major chord. So if I'm in E, oh, 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 right? That's got the strength. Oh, 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 oh. Right now, it ends, I may have been a little flat. Oh, 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 oh. It ends on our tonic, which is the third of our C. It's the major third of our C. So the third, like we said, that's an unstable chord tone. It's still a chord tone, but it's unstable. The melody is staying diatonic, but we stripped away all of the foundation. So it's not only ending on the third, but it's ending on a non-diatonic third. Now, if you're gonna do that, the C, which is our flat 6, or an A minor as well, both of those are great to get into a bridge. Absolutely amazing to get into a bridge. So I'll do it on an A minor now. Oh, 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 oh. Right, and that'll definitely pull you into an entirely different, an entirely different key, to tell you the truth. And if you guys really want to mix things up, what I like doing as well, if the lyrical theme is fitting, if you feel like the lyrical theme is wrapping up and it's over, and then you want to add a little instability and then bring it back, it would be something like this. Oh, 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 oh. So it ends on the tonic. Oh. So it's like, it ends, melody's fine, household is fine. Now you strip away that foundation, but then you bring it back and everything does kind of end perfectly. If you were to play something incredibly diatonic and just end on that, that would be so open, that would just be like really out there, which I think would be a cool idea if the lyrical theme fit. Like we're saying, and the reason that I do bring this up with some of the songwriting students that I have really is because not a lot of people are writing, we're in love, we're holding hands, everything is going to be okay. Everybody likes to add a little bit of tension in there, and then you're going to want to deliver that in the melody. So I hope that helps. So basically, if you're ending on the tonic note, you're 1, both the melody and the foundation, the household and the foundation, everything is fine, everything's perfect. If you're ending on the 1 and you have your 4 chord, not quite, a little less stable, but everything's generally fine. Maybe it's like a household situation, not that many people are like noticing, or the tension's not that high. Because the 5, the tonic is the 5 of your 4 chord of your A, your E is your 5 of your A, and that's a very strong chord tone to have. The next one was your 6 chord, your C sharp, and the tonic that you're ending on is the minor third of that, the third, so it's getting very shaky, especially the minor third, but still the household is fine. There's just some more tension kind of building up underneath. So that was it, and then to really shake things up, oh, 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 oh. Right now you're completely switching keys, everything's over. Let me play it in a you guys get that big key. Oh, 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 oh. Or oh, 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 oh. And that's going to be so open, stripping away a lot. And two, because I always try to bring it back to the lyrical theme. It could be like that's the part of the song where the melody, the household, whatever it is that seems like it's stable, finally realizes it's not, and then that's what can take you into a new part, right? A new section of the song.